Let's take a look at receiving inventory into the supply chain management system. Conceptually, some vehicle, whether it's rail car or truck or something else, has arrived at your facility, is being unloaded by the warehouse crew who's produced paperwork of what was in the vehicle and is now provided that to the customer service agent that is going to enter that information into the system. Perhaps they have an advanced shipping notice that they can compare against that warehouse document and confirm that what we were told we would receive is what we have received. So now let's enter it into the system. We do that here under the forklift in the warehouse management portion, and we will go to receive inventory. Start with the correct date of the inventory receipt, choose the terminal, and we get to our shipping client. And the shipping client is the one who owned the material at the origin, at the physical origin. We'll enter the physical origin in just a moment. So we're going to say that this came from the home office. And the inventory client is the client who owns the material now that it is in our warehouse or in our yard. They're the ones who have the legal right to release that material to other customers or destinations. And so it's critical that you choose the correct inventory client. Equipment comments are there for you to make any general comments about the condition of the vehicle. And the invoice comment, if you're using the invoice module, comes out on the invoice. Back to the origin. This is the physical origin of where the product came from. We'll call it a dispatch destination. We'll call it a origin. How about that? A origin. And the destination we've already filled in from the choice of terminal up above, but perhaps if there's any other reason that it's not at this physical destination, that we put it at a yard down the street, maybe we would choose that. So shipping client owned the product at the start. Inventory client owns the product right now. Origin is the physical start of the product. Destination is the physical end of the product. If there's a web reference that you want to see on the website, maybe a PO number or some reference that they've requested. After that, it is looking for a receiver type. Remember, these are available in the setup. If you want to modify these, we'll say that this was an outside carrier and the truck number was 344. We then get to our product profiles. The product profiles organize the inventory. This is what is going to provide for us the headers in the detail down below. We'll choose product A, and we see that we now have headers for PSEP stock code, MSP number, and so on. You can change your product profiles, modify your product profiles so that every client has a set of profiles that helps them subdivide and organize their inventory in ways that are meaningful to them. Your request for service is a module that is separate from this one. If you're using the invoice module, you'll enter a request for service. And then comes the duplication lock. We set up a duplication lock to be the PO number when we created the profile. The PO number or any other number that you choose here needs to be something that is unique to each shipment from this customer. So if this customer always on their advanced shipping notice gives you a PO number and that's unique every time, let's put in the PO number that will keep us from entering the same information twice. Maybe we got 2 copies of this outside carrier's truck in the office and somebody enters it and then another person tries to enter it. This duplock is going to keep the second person from putting it in because they are going to enter the same PO number. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Now we get to down into the detailed section of our receiver. We can enter the information manually by typing it in. We can choose information from previous receivers for this client and this profile, and that's what populates these drop-down boxes. We see that we're going to start with a PSEP stock code for this client, an MSP number, another stock code, This is going to be in pounds, and so on. These details are populated again from the project profile. If, however, you have entered your master products into the template selector, we can go up to the template selector here and find the product that we are looking for. And there it is. It's pipe. It is PSEP. Here's our part number and all the details already in. This is going to populate for us. Now, the things that are here in blue need to be entered for this particular shipment. So if you know that you got in 100 of these pipes and they're a certain weight, we're going to tell it that these pipes weigh, let's say, 400 pounds each. There's only one count in each package. The linear feet is 40 and the pounds per foot is 10. And we put them in location G22. Oh, I see we put them in location G33. It's already determined that this is product type pipe and that the unit of measure is in feet and that QC is required, and that is put in when we enter the data into our client profile parts list. So now that we've put in the data that is unique to this particular shipment and combined it with the data that is part of our master parts list, we'll select this item and determine how many of them we want to add. As we said, we got in 100 of them, and we're going to click OK, and it will populate to our form 100 copies of this particular item. That saved us the time of typing that. So we'll show the receiver summary, and it shows 100 of this item, counting package, one per package. Sometimes we get products that are packaged together, and we might have a bundle of lumber which has 44 sheets in that bundle. In that unit, we're going to move it as a unit, but we need to know the count in package is 44 or 50 or whatever it happens to be. So we got total feet and everything for this. We can preview our printed receiver, add barcodes if we're going to be adding them. This is a pre-receiver or draft. It's not been locked yet. So we can even do this before the truck arrives if we have a shipping notice, and this inventory will begin to show and report on our web reports as pre-received or pending inventory. It's not in our inventory available for shipment, but it does show as something that has an ETA on it. When we're done here, we're going to click Accept and Print. And the receiver is now complete. The inventory will show as available for shipping. It will show on our website or when we make bills of lading. And this completes building a receiver. Thank you for watching.